Hello everyone. Do you want to see a stock that's given us 500% returns in 2 years? You're looking at it. It's HAL, and it's an insane stock that's had an amazing run um, over the last 2 years, literally from July 2022 to July now in 2024. Starting from here around 1,000, it's gone way up to 5,000, touch almost 5,600 something. Like over 500% returns, not just 500 even. So that's a stock that's seen a lot of volatility positively. Um, so much so that the support levels are catching up with it. It's taking time for them to catch up with it. That's how rapidly the stock's moving. One of the most important support levels for HAL currently stands at 3015. That's one of the most important ones given this sideways zone and the indication that it has given from the price. HL presently looks like it's entered a small sideways zone, like it does once in a little while, pauses for a while, like here, and then takes a blip up. So it's doing one of those here. This is the first time it's seen this kind of volatility being displayed. And this is not necessarily a good sign, but it could be a good sign if this turns into a proper correction, like a proper correction, stabilization, and money being booked and money coming in. All of that exchange of hands will give it that boost and the stability to go forward. And it'll have to prove that base, right? It is definitely a stock that defies a lot of standard rules in the market, in the sense that it's constantly moving um, in the positive direction since the inception. And look at this. You can see how vertical the rise has been, especially these 2 3 years. These 2 years, not even 3 years. These 2 years specifically. Look at the trend before that, almost flat. Of course, I mean if you compare it to where it started at around 280, it's gone up significantly even then. Even till 2022, it had gone up significantly to about 1,000. But from 1,000 on, from a 500 to 1,000 on, it's just skyrocketed. The important levels to watch are 3015, which is a super important support, 4160, which is another important support currently, 4944. So currently, right, if it dips below 4944, I would wait for it. It is definitely going to make a more cleaner and clearer sideways zone for investors to have another opportunity at it. Back to the weekly chart now. You can also see how these zones are being formed, right? How these support lines are being actually formed and tested constantly. Uh, Presently, it's at an important resistance of 5189. This is more of a weekly resistance that we are seeing, and 5738 is a resistance that has certainly formed now. So 5738 is going to be something to watch for. If it breaks above that, there's a good possibility that it's just going to scoot away again. Yeah, a good trending, positive trending stock. It's got a lot of strength. Um, when it starts moving, it's quite heavy. These two are going to shift weekly. It would be interesting to watch how these shift weekly, these blue resistance and support levels, and then how this price point also changes. Dips below this, I'll definitely keep a watch on how it sustains going forward and where it might form a base. So yes, stock with high 500% returns over the last 2 years, an interesting analysis to look at. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember that this is for educational purposes only. This is not investment advice. And please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.